morning and hello, I'm Professor Code. This is the Forex Supermodel Racing Review for Thursday the 25th of August 2022. Quick look at yesterday's results then for Wednesday the 24th. We were at Sedgefield National in the 550. We had to go at this number 1 Imperial Eliazen, which pulled up unfortunately, with the eventual winner being number 2 Finnick River, which won at 7-4. Presenting Pete second at 11-8 and Iolani third at 6-1. We had £2 per £8 unit win at 7-2, giving us 0.25 of unit exposure. So the execution was relatively poor because this massively drifted, double the odds. So that wasn't very clever. And what happened then? Well, this horse apparently went lame on its left front four, so that was unfortunate. If you watch the replay, you can see it was going well. In our opinion, this Imperial Eliazen was vastly superior to these three. Obviously, on the day it had an injury. Previous to that, it fell. It was a bit of a nightmare horse, really, but in that respect, and it had 2 years off prior to that, so it's likely to have had issues. The fall probably didn't do it any favours the time before, but then Sedgefield gives it every chance. It's a place where they like to put novice style jumpers out, as the hurdles are straightforward and relatively easy. But it wasn't to be. So that was that. So we lost a quarter of a unit. So the accounts dropped down to plus 70.82 units in profit overall. So we'll stop it there and write up today's racing. Right, we're back. We've written up today's racing then. So for Thursday the 25th of August, we've got a structural selection today. So the structural filter is kicking in, and this is the Chelmsford on the all-weather 355. It's handicap class 5, 3-year-old plus 0 to 75, 1 mile 6 furlongs, 1 3/4 miles, and it's got a weight for age 3-year-olds of 10 pounds. And the only 3-year-old is this one, Planet Legend, which we'll talk about in a minute. Now, it's modelled 89, which is very slow. So Dundalk is 94, Lingfield's 93, Kempton 92, Newcastle 91, and Wolverhampton 90 on the all-weather. And the match is Chelmsford and Southall 89. So it's right at the bottom end of the spectrum. It's a stamina slow mile 3/4 on the all-weather. So that gives you an idea. The likely favourite is this King Francis. King Francis then. It's had a run on the 19th to the 5th at Chelmsford at the distance. It was a 74.82, and it was running on the rail. It was off the pace. It had an easy trip. It's got a very high knee action, that horse, if you watch the replay. It's a water treader in our terms, so it sort of just jumps up and down and doesn't really have much forward motion, and it had an easy trip. And we can give it the chop, so we'll give King Francis the chop. So next one is this Mucka Magic. It's a 6-year-old, and it's had a couple of Nottingham races, 2 mile, 1 mile 6. Those were very weak races there, 52.65s and 66.76. This is a 67.77, so gives you an idea. 67.77, so we think it's a grinder, and it's been in weak races, so we can give that the chop as well. So now you've got Bailey's Derby Day. What do we know about that? Well, it had a run in Chelmsford 1 mile 6, which was this. That was a 70.76. Not bad. Went to Ascot, 2 miles handicap, 86.89. Better race, but it really is a water treader, this horse, and it's not going to do it as far as we're concerned. So give that the chop. And then you got number 4, which is Oriental Art. Now that's been running at Thirsk model 90, Doncaster model 92, and Chelmsford, which is our distance as well, modelled 89. That's a 66.88, pretty weak, and it's a fader, that horse, and it's a water treader fader basically, so we can give that a shot. So that leaves us with the 3-year-old Planet Legend, which has got this 10 pound weight for age, as we say, so it's got a structural advantage in the race. Where are we? Planet Legend then. Now the key race is on the 3rd of the 6th, if you want to have a look at it. The 3rd of June, Catterick. That was 1 mile 4. And that was 2nd out of 13. And that was a maiden. That's the key race. Very good performance there. And that says it all as far as we're concerned. Went to Pontefract in a 77.80, which is not bad, and Wolverhampton maiden handicap last race 62.76. Had an easy trip in the rail, but Wolverhampton over 12. It wasn't quite right for it. But this race here, the 3rd of the 6th at Catterick. 2nd out of 13. Have a look at that if you get the chance. 1 mile 4, and you'll see what we're talking about. Anyway, so this horse basically it's got a 3-year-old in the race with a 10 pound allowance. This time of year, the 3-year-olds are starting to really strengthen up, and that's that it's only because it's a mile and 3/4 that it gets 10 pounds. In the sprints they're almost level now, so gives you an idea. It's a big strong horse. It's got a white face if you watch the replays, with three white legs, easy to look at on the replays. So that's where we are. So what we've done is we've done £2.50 of 8 pound unit, win at 4 to 1 on exchanges. It's been on the drift a little bit, 11 to 4, 3 to 1, and we managed to get 4 to 1 exchanges, but that's good for us, and it gives us exposure of 0.3125 of a unit. So as I say, whatever scale you're using, just if you're £8 units, just multiply up on that. So that's what we're doing then. We're having to go this 3-year-old in this 1 3/4 at Chelmsford in the 3:55. So hopefully we'll get a result soon, and that will be reviewed tomorrow. So thanks for subscribing, thanks for watching, and goodbye.